Hello and welcome back to Thoringa's channel. I'm just setting up the YouTube stuff real quick, and then we will be right in the game. Actually, I can already have this one running, and it seems to be running all well. So we are now in our, let's see, does everything work here? Stream now. Let's see if it works. Checklist, I seem to be live, that's good. And I have to set the chat out real quick. Let's see, pop out chat and enlarge that real quick. Alright. Then let's go back into the game. I was already playing around a little bit. Here is something new. We have the Buccaneer now. So here's the Buccaneer. I changed the weapon loadout to the max size so we can kind of look on how that looks like. So it has a size 1 here on the tip of the wing, then a size 3, which is in the standard loadout actually a size 2 gimbaled. On the top we have two size 2s on that turret, and then down here we have a size 3 rocket rack with, or missile rack with 2 missiles that are size 2 each. So if I compare that to the Super Hornet here, the standard loadout is very comparable, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised because the Super Hornet, well, it's not as nimble, of course. It has more armor, etc. But the Super Hornet is supposed to be a really tough thing with a lot of guns, etc. And it doesn't, well, it does have a turret. It actually can turn to the back. So I'll take that back. It actually does that. But this one is quite smaller, and I don't know how it flies yet. I didn't try that out yet, but I just wanted to look at the size comparison, and for that let's go upstairs to kind of see. I have some smaller ships out here so we can have somewhat of a comparison on how they look like. I am a little bit of bug hunting right now. I'll go over some bugs that I've found so far here in the hangar. I did not go into the PTU yet, and I did not go through the stress to actually try to get my Warthog going, even though that might be an advantage having it. But I'm more interested in bug hunting right now because I want this game to come out as soon as possible. So in comparison, what do we have here? So here we see how much smaller actually the Buccaneer is compared to the Super Hornet. It is tiny in comparison, and if I then take into consideration it has two size 2 guns on the turret on the top, it has 2 size 3 and 2 size 1s. That is pretty much the loadout the Super Hornet comes with. So I was surprised about that. Now, of course, all these repeaters on it, that will not work very well with the Buccaneer on the long run, because the Buccaneer does not have the heat capacity to actually move away the heat for these energy weapons. It comes stock with a lot of projectile weapons to actually not have that much of a heat problem. So let's see if I can kind of trick again to get up there. So let's see, maybe on the sofa. We can get on the sofa, and in the past I could always jump up here just from this flower pot. Let's see if that still works. Ah, there's always a way. So found already the first exploit again. Not a big one. Here we see how short that thing actually is. Tiny. It's actually shorter, and that's why I put my LN over there, my Aurora LN. It's actually shorter than the LN. See the back, if we compare that line here, is shorter, and on the front the same thing. Okay. And then in comparison, of course, to that snub fighter over there, it is of course larger than that. The engines are huge though, so I'm really interested in what it can do on there. Jump down here. Here's some trophies I set up. The workbench that really needs a work over. It's a little bit. You see the starts of the engine here, a little bit rough shaped. I found a weird bug here, and the reason I'm recording all that is because I will probably later on take that all apart and report it. So here, this is the upper door, and you can actually. Earlier I just could go through it. Let's see if that's still the case, or how I got through that. I don't know. I just fell out of the map. If it's not reproducible, that's good, because then it's actually not a big bug and we don't have to actually worry about it. I noticed when I spawned the ships earlier, I had some graphical bugs with their navigation system. I think it happened when I spawned the Aurora. I'm not sure. No, it happened before the Aurora, actually. So there's some clipping issues here still, you can see that. Yeah, I don't know. Earlier it really... There we go, see? That what just happened when I see the textures behind. That means I'm almost through. It bounces me back this time, but you can actually fall out of the map there. And see the moon and whatnot. Okay. Well, good that it isn't as strong as an issue as I thought it was. Because earlier it just happened instantly, I just fell out of the wall. So let's go in here. Do I actually have to call that thing? So they still have some issues here with light sometimes. Reflection's way too strong. And let's go down. Let's look into the cockpit of the Buccaneer. A Buccaneer. Some stuff here. I thought I had something else standing here. Huh. I definitely did. I had my showcase for... That Tashiko display case was here. I didn't put it anywhere else. Well, anyway. Not that big of a deal. See if that one works. Yes, I want to use it. Come on. Can I not use it? That's the point. Oh, come on. I guess I can't use it. Why bother? Okay, Buccaneer. Size 1 here. Size 3 mount, which is usually gimbal to S2. And up there, size 2 mounts on that turret. We sit inside. This is the Buccaneer's view. Looks a little bit like an X-wing, actually. See if I can just somehow activate the free camera. Okay. I thought that was Z. I guess they changed that. A couple different views. So what I noticed is that on the turret the weapons are not correctly aligned. There's a gap. So that is a graphical error. Might just be the gun, because this one doesn't require ammunition. So front view, quite aggressive. Okay, Back into the cockpit. Let's get out of here. Looks a little bit like the Hornet cockpit, I thought. But it's definitely Drake interplanetary. Alright. So let's... You also don't have that little round thing here anymore where you can get into the other modes. You will have to go through the menu right now. Exit to menu. Yes, and then you can go into the universe. So let's try that. Universe. There we go. So let's visit the spaceport. Let's see what's new there. Maybe we can buy some weapons or so. I doubt it though. I think that all comes in 3.0. I don't think that's in 2.6.2a already, which is the current client. Now, interestingly, when I went into the hangar the first time, I did not have much loading time. I wonder if that is already that new system or not. And even this one here, very short loading time, so it might just be that's because it's PTU and I get my data faster. Not sure. Any clipping issues here? Nope. We see there still one of the old freelancers. The old design, so that is not changed to the new one. I don't think they work much on Area 18 anymore. For now. Because there's other priorities. So let's look if there's any new guns. I noticed this is still there, that sometimes it kind of loads weird when it isn't transitioning. But here what do we see? That's pretty much the same guns. And the same spacesuits. I didn't do any missions yet, so I do not have the possibility to actually change them. Ammo. No new room here. Medipen. Animated person. Seems to be alright. Hey buddy, how are you doing, man? Look a little buff. Kind of weird muscles there on the above the on the other side of the elbow. But yeah, it's not polished yet, of course. So here, nice little spacesuits. All way too expensive for me, but the stock suit will do. So I think here's some new stuff, new things laying around. That's all nice and dandy. Let's see what we can find over there in Kazaba. It runs all very smooth, I have to say, even though I'm recording and I only have an AMD FX 8350 as a processor, so that was way worse a couple versions back, where especially when I was streaming had some trouble. Now my graphics card, of course, is also AMD R390X, so it has a lot of RAM and doesn't work too hard, at least here in Area 18. Also him, all nicely animated. Oh yeah, I can make it too. Hey buddy, do you have the same issues? Strong muscles there? Well, it's definitely more than I have. And I'm not a scrawny kid. Staff only, so yeah, they don't let me in. Okay, if you would spell that with 2T, then in German that would actually mean rebate. So, let's see what we have here. I don't expect anything new in Astra Armada. To be honest, I think there's still the M50 just sitting there. Yep. Nothing new here. Can't enter here. M50. It is a nice spacecraft. What I would wish is that you could exchange this one for the snub fighters, but you can't. So it's kinda meh for me. Same person, different dress. Okay. So let's get out of here. Nothing to do here. Probably could glitch myself on top of the M50 there, but that's not really necessary. It wouldn't do anything. This door is still closed. Nothing to see here. Let's look at Dumper's Depot. I don't think there's any difference here yet. I don't think the texture here makes much sense. That broken window, but that's only me. That one was here before. So when I go through doors, the animation is slightly off. See that? I don't know if you can see that because I only have 30 FPS enabled for traffic. But these doors, they kind of snap at the beginning or at the end sometimes. So here, is there any interactivity? Doesn't look like it over there. They take apart a Hornet kind of weirdly. And this is all old stuff, how it was before. Start, stop, nothing here. And with him, same thing. He's just standing there. Nothing to interact, so there's nothing new here. Let's look if we find anything this way. This is still under construction. This one is still just broken open, but there's probably nothing really. I didn't read anything that it would be anything new. It's still locked. Okay. But it feels like there's a tremendous increase in frame rate here. And it might also be Windows updates and so on. Windows 10 gets a little bit more mature. But, yeah. Oh, there are some gray cats to play around with. Let's check that out. So the LOD on the gray cats seems to be fine now. I'm just looking at the one all the way in the back. If there's anything popping in and out. So there is a little bit of a popping here, what I can see, of the back lights and the roll cage, but nothing dramatic. The wheels also, they kind of pop in. You can see it, but nothing too dramatic. Now here, this is mainly a problem with the edging, but when you come in, it's actually fairly nice. Not too bad, not too shabby. Let's see from diagonal how that looks like. Yeah, it's all good. Wouldn't complain about it. See how it drives. Yeah, it's not as fast and jerky anymore, I have to say. They must have changed some things because... Let's see. You can still kind of drive on here. So, let's leave it as that. Huh, where am I? On top of that thing? Can I jump through here? Nope. So that was one of the exploits, how you could actually get out and explore that map a little bit from the outside and kind of walking around on invisible cliffs, hoping not to fall off. But that's not really what I wanted to test. I just wanted to see if there's anything new. And it appears to be that in Area 18, there's nothing really new. The only other thing to test would be the bar and going behind the bar, but I doubt there will be anything added soon. M50 flying by, and up here that's probably also a dead end. Oh look, other people. I'm not the only one. So, oh yeah, there's of course the what is that called? Not the workforce. That's the US way of naming it. Workforge? I don't know. Anyway, going into the bar. Still the same music. Can you still jump into the bar? I don't know. Always has that weapons animation when you jump. It's also kind of weird. Well, I guess I can't get in. I can get in. Okay. Hi, buddy. Hey. How's it going? Alright. No questions, can I get back out? Yes, I can. Okay. Well, almost. There we go. All the way out. Door's kind of glitchy again. Nothing too dramatic. And what do we have here? Here's that dumpster thing. See the trash burning place. What's the flashlight? Let's see. Options. Controls. Key bindings. Reload. I might be kind of on foot, yeah. Maybe it's in space. EVA? Where's the flashlight? I really don't see it. I might be blind. I don't know. But I know he had a flashlight somewhere. Maybe here somewhere. On foot. When it's not really that important, but it's a nice to have thing. A mode. Well, I don't see it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we didn't have a flashlight, but I'm pretty sure we did. Was it T? Actually, let's see. What do I have on? Oh, irrelevant. I don't have the right clothes on. I'm in civilian clothes. So of course I cannot use a flashlight. That would be on my helmet. So this is of course behind the Kazaba store. This looks a little bit like a graphics card, huh? Just a giant one. Oh well, they get bigger. In the future they might be that big. Who knows? So then we come out on the other side of the Kazaba store. There's the bridge. And really close a moon. And there we have the entrance to the hangars. The lift that does not work anymore. I noticed. Anything new here? I thought there was some stuff displayed and doesn't seem to be displayed anymore. Can't go in from this side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was like defibs and med pens displayed there, but it wouldn't also make much sense. I mean, you're in a hospital. They don't sell that stuff. And here is the Trade Development Division. Jobwell, that's what it was called, see? ArcCorp Jobwell. Still pretty unclean. I'm pretty sure still nothing of that works. And you still probably can see the old Andromeda down there. Maybe a Taurus. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks as if it would have less detail than before, as if the LODs were kind of cut on that. So let's see what's going on out there. What is that? See that artifact stuff? On the reflections? That is kind of odd. That's from the stairs here. The dark textures kind of create artifacts. Almost like a reflection from the back. Some surfaces, there's some weird things going on. It is a reflection of the backside there, but it's an odd one. Almost like a memory leak or something, I don't know. So, weird reflections. I soon have to get a pen out and kind of write that stuff down so I can actually report it. I'm not gonna... Well, let's look. Let's just have a quick look there. See what's going on this backside. Here's that shady medical bay. If you can't afford it, or an outlaw that wouldn't treat you, that's where you have to go. So this is what we've seen from this job well. That's a husk of the Andromeda in the old version. How do I know it's a husk? Because in the past you could kind of glitch through here. You were just crouching, then going backwards here into that box, and from being in that box you could then glitch through this fence and walk down there. Jump over the fence, jump down, and walk over to that Andromeda, and usually either crash the game or fall out of the map, something like that. It's not something very spectacular anyway. So I know that the elevator does not work in the hangar. They're not connected anymore. Question is, what's going on here? Yeah, see these texture bugs? Kind of weird at times. So, nothing. I'm pressing F, there's nothing happening. I mean, there's also no context menu. The only other question would be if there's anything here that you can do. Here's some texture bugs. Passport control. That's also something. Come on. In the future, 400 years from now, you won't have passports. It's an iris scan or something. You're in the database. Once in a database, once they have your data. It's like Trump just did that law that you can actually, that the your ISP can sell your web traffic information to third parties, which is really interesting. Alright, so exit to main menu. That's the only way we can get out of the area 18 now. Well, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Now, time for Crusader. Region. Well, let's go to the United States. I wonder where it's hosted. If it is Austin, it would be best for me. I'm just north of Austin, a couple 100 miles. Reminds me I'm driving through there, hopefully soon. I have to check out some things in San Antonio. New music here, new loading screen music. That's interesting. So I don't know if the Buccaneer's just hangar ready or flight ready. I could imagine it's just hangar ready right now. Not sure. With their new pipeline, they can be quite quick if they want to, with certain ships. And they could have held back the Buccaneer before to get it ready for 2.6.2. I'm not sure. I know they pressed the Catual fairly quickly onto the client. And there's a chance that they do the same thing here with a Buccaneer. A Buccaneer, whatever. So here my frame rate is not as high as it was over on the other two instances. What might just have been the animation. I do have my spacesuit on. Let's see if... Ah, here. T is still light. It works. Okay. Good to know. Well, actually it's a little dark in here. And your flashlight does not make much of a difference either. Okay, what is this? Is that new? That extension here? I really don't know. Deck 3. Deck 2, that isn't really a deck, because you can't go anywhere. Deck 1, I know there was this little alcove you could walk around here. Is there anything here that opens now? Was there anything? No, there was somebody else walking through, I'm pretty sure. Alright. So, moment of truth. Let's see if we can get the Buccaneer. We can! Interesting.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
So there's my Buccaneer. Now, again, I think I mentioned it earlier, I do not have my HOTAS connected right now because in Ghost Recon Wildlands it caused all kinds of shenanigans. So, let's see, I equipped different weapons on it. So that might not go very well because they're all energy weapons, and I'm pretty sure it neither has the energy capacity nor the cooling capacity to actually run all Reapers, because it's 2S2, 2S3 and 2S1 Reapers on it. So, let's see what we have here. So that's how I configured it in the hangar. Here it is. What a beauty. It is tiny. Tiny compared to other ships that have that kind of armament from the sizes. And of course you kind of have to use ballistics, I'm pretty sure, to actually run it well. But let's see what I can do with mouse and keyboard here. Probably die right away or something. I don't know.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Well, it says hello and welcome. It can fly, that's good. Let's see how it does. The green is kind of interesting. So 220 is the speed, okay. Do I have... I had free cam on. Why can I not steer with my mouse? That's not good. Come on. Get my mouse going. I can look around, but... what happened? Can't shoot either. Okay, let's see. Can't steer. What's going on? That's strafing. Okay, I can look around, but I can't really steer. What's going on here? Options, controls, key bindings. Maybe I got something wrong here. Flight, throttle up, down, roll. Keyboard and mouse. Joystick holders. Gamepad. Look around. That's what it's supposed to do, but apparently I cannot. Let's see if anybody knows. Oh, of course, my caps lock is on, but that was not the issue. Yeah, you know what? I'll just and use my gamepad. See how that works. And of course I have to load the drivers real quick, because I accidentally disconnected them. Okay. That will just take a moment. Device manager. Properties, driver. Update driver, browse. Let me pick. Next. Next, yes. Close. Let's see. It's still... okay. Well, with a gamepad I can do it, that's good. Okay. It's a little bit... I'm not used to using a gamepad, to be honest. So... that sounds good. Of course I will die. I will so die. How does it actually... okay. Do I shoot all weapons at once? Sounds kinda cool. I can almost black out, so that works. Let's see how it looks out from the outside. Ooh. So, let's see which weapons are actually firing. So it seems to be just my wing weapons. So I would have to probably customize my weapons group. How do I do that? Z? No? Okay. Where do we have the weapons group? It's kind of weird. I mean, I can shoot with a mouse. Oh, it's the other mouse key. So, I can shoot with all of them. On the gamepad it is just both triggers. So let's look at how long can I shoot until my weapons overheat. Okay. Actually, let's stop the craft real quick and see how long I can actually shoot. Now that's quite some sustained fire. Now I see they are kind of getting hot. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, they're all overheated. But they're cooling down. See when they're back to green. Some of them are already back to 57% or something. It's really hard to see there. What do we have here? Okay, well, not bad, not bad. So what I will try now, go back to Port Al-Azhar and see if we cannot do some group play together, multi-crew some ship. I do have a good one for that, but I would really love to actually try and fly with someone. What's it called? One of the caterpillars, that's what it is, yeah. So it looks nice, the animation there. So just have to find a place to land. Let's stop that real quick, because I have to see what my cockpit is doing. So it says I can land there. Can I actually select that? Or do I have to? I probably have to go a little bit closer. Strafe a little bit. And oh, there's definitely caterpillar. Can I land there somehow automatically? Or maybe when I come close enough? I don't know. I don't know how they did that now. That was a little bit brutal. So, let's get out of here. Let's see if we cannot join that caterpillar. So, that was the Drake. Not bad, not bad. I do have an LTI version on buyback, but I'm pretty sure for right now I cannot spend any more money on this game. I mean, way over my head. No, well, that's a little bit of an overstatement, but I spent some money on it. Can we get in here from the front? I don't know. Is there some switch or so? Would be funny to actually stand there when somebody goes into quantum. And I'm dead because I walked off. No, that's interesting. I don't know what happened, but it killed me. Not a nice bug to report. Okay. Oh well. Off we go. So once it's loaded in a second time, the frame rate is way better, I have to say.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
So did the oh, what's it called? Polar the front. Okay, there's a caterpillar out there, so I actually don't have to spawn a ship. See if I can just sneak through. Oh, I can. So that still works. Actually better than in some other versions. I don't even know where all these ships were. So get off the side. Okay, whatever happened there, I have no idea. But I need some overview. So that's where one of the... Oh, look at all these drakes. All these buccaneers, whatever. It's probably like Caribbean or Caribbean, however you want to say it. Language is in flux. There it is. I also have a caterpillar on buyback. Actually, the Caterpillar and Dragonflies pack for $300, which is LTI. And again, I'm not going to spend my money on that right now. I do have the Karak together with the Terrapin and the Dragonfly. I have that pack, and I probably will keep that because I want to do exploration. And then I also have one of the Hurricanes, and I do have the starter Aurora, a $35 starter pack actually. And I believe that's all the ships I have right now. There's a lot of them that I could actually buy back.
This area is not safe. Please keep moving.
Yeah, nothing is safe in space, I'm pretty sure. But where do I get in the best here? Just want to fly around here. So there should be this. Oh, maybe the switches are all on the inside. So let's see if there's something we can push to come in there. Any doors? Anything? Call elevator. Okay. Where? Why do I... is that's a button, isn't it? See if we can push it. Nope. That seems to be a joint. They try to do that all the time. Nice turret, by the way, there. Nice music there. I don't know. Max GR manual access. Here maybe. Danger. Stranger danger. Oh, come on. Mind your head. Yeah, I mind my head most of the time. Even though earlier today, playing with my son in the backyard, I did not really mind my head. Banged it a little bit. Ah, here. Let's turn that one on. See what happened. So there's an elevator. Now we only have to get on it without dying. Which sometimes can be an issue. Okay. See if it pushes us up in. Killed by the elevator. Alright, so I have an idea. I just float in. Caterpillar has the elevator of doom. Of course, they all know that already. Oh, and by the way, I think that Caterpillar is actually the pirate version. Not 100% on that though. And that's how you run chest out. That is funny. Okay. Caterpillar's over there. Some frame rate issues there. So open the Caterpillar and just fly in. That's my prerogative here. At least I know now where the button is. Glitch into a turret. Yeah. Oh my. So I think it will have to go through some iterations before it actually will go to live. Because all these kind of dying things... No, actually, this is Covalax. That's the normal Caterpillar. That's not the pirate version. So... take that back. The pirate version actually has a pirate flag painted on the side, or pirate sign, or whatever you want to call it. Alright. So let's see if we can get in. Turn the light. Where was that button? To the front or to the back? I think... am I on the wrong side? It's so hard to orient in space. No, here's the elevator, isn't it? Call elevator. Okay. So now, let's try that again. So what I try to do is just float in there. Do not close the elevator. Oh my. Well, at least I left the door open. Reminds me a little bit of Groundhog Day. That, or I've seen something on Netflix which was like about a machine that can has unlimited energy, but it actually doesn't pull it from the twist there with that Groundhog Day slash Doomsday version was that it's actually only pulling it from time and has you in the time loop. So just running through doors is probably the easiest way to get out. Why even bother? Hey, hey, hey. What is that? Don't do that. Don't get me back on the tarmac. Nobody wants to do that. That's not fun. Geronimo! Here we go. I need some space between me and the platform. Yeah, my Drake Buccaneer is parked over there. Buccaneer. What happened? I don't even pay attention to the chat. Okay, here's still the cat. I'm really kind of stubborn. I want to get through the elevator there. Want to see if it can glitch in. But, no, it's actually not glitching. Technically, that's supposed to be how it should work. You should actually technically be able to just step on the elevator. Also slightly. But I think it's like when you play lava in kindergarten or so. The moment you touch it, you die. So this caterpillar is a little toxic. Let's see if I can get in this time without dying. Did you just bump me down? But I'm still floating. Not cool. Not cool. Don't do that. How far do you bump me down? So if I use that elevator, I'm dead. I betcha. If that happens again, I will just glitch into a turret like people told me to. Nope. Moves me up. Up. And dead. Dead again. No luck with the elevator. Definitely not. You know? What now? Black screen. You died too often. You cannot return. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now I try to just glitch like a hacker. So, run down here. And just run. That's cool too. But these doors are... Ah, man. No, there we go. So it's not supposed to work that way, but it does. And they had a pretty good fix on that. I don't know why that happens again now, that you can just run through the door. Did anybody realize that I constantly run into the wrong direction here? There's probably a faster way if I would run the other way. Like I would come out here between these two arms or whatever you want to call it, terminals. That was my gamepad. Not that I would need it. So there is a turret that is for loading or something. I don't know if we can glitch in there or the cockpit. I'm not 100% sure on either one of those. But I would like to try actually ramming that thing into a pirate and see what happens when I actually destroy it. So I can do that. That doesn't hurt me at all. Yeah, I didn't get hurt. So this is supposed to be like the place from which you kind of do the loading crane or tractor beam or whatnot. I'm not sure. It's not really implemented in the game yet. So there's a turret. We could try to glitch in. Ooh. Oh yeah, there we go. Huh, that's actually easier than I thought. So this is looking out from a caterpillar. And if I go out of the turret, alright, and I'm in. Not stupid.